Hi guys, I'm going to be doing a demonstration on etching plastic Breyer horses. I have dabbled in the past in loads of different customization techniques on model horses, like using pastels, oils, acrylics, airbrush and stuff like that. But I find personally to get a really nice, clean and vibrant pattern on a model horse, especially on the hard, solid plastic models, is using a technique called etching. Now, this is a Frankel, which I just got out of his box. I think it was last night, actually. And I started etching him on his other side last night. And it's going to be quite a stunning pinto running horsey thing. Bay, obviously, is the foundation colour on it. Etching, people do it in a load of different ways, and what I can see, there are two main ways of doing it. Using one of these, which is a little hand tool with a sharp point, and you scrape away the top layer of the original finish of the model. It is extremely time consuming, and I only find it good for doing roans or getting into those tiny little bits like around the mane and places like that. It is good for that. But personally, my favourite is the electronic etching tool, usually called engraving tools. They have like interchangeable ends, which are really hard to get out, which isn't coming out anyway. Battery operated. And basically it's really easy as long as you keep a steady hand and a smooth distance away from the plastic. You don't cut into the plastic itself, you just reveal the plastic beneath the original finished base coat. What I have noticed, as this is one of the more recent Breyer models, the newer they are, the less chance you have of the white plastic going yellow on you. I've etched models in the past which were probably about 11 years old, and they did go yellow after a while, you know, because the plastic reacts with the air and they do start to yellow. However, you can get around it by, you know, spraying like a matte sealant or a gloss sealant if you want a gloss finish, and it does protect the plastic layers underneath. As with Frankel, he is either this year or last year's release from Breyer. He's, you know, still got his white. I still need to whiten off this. There's still a bit of red in there. But with the newer models, I feel that Breyer do put a lot more layers on the early models of a certain new mould. A lot more layers of the airbrush, so it can be a little bit challenging to get through all the layers just to get to the white plastic underneath. What you do need, like I am going through, your chosen etching tool of choice. Mine is the electronic one. You can usually pick them up off eBay or online, or even craft shops and places like that for a couple quid each. Battery wise, they take two AA's, and they'll last a few hours. The non-rechargeable ones do last longer than the rechargeable ones, however over time they do cost more, but it's whatever your personal preference is on that, you know, go for it. Yes, right, plastic Breyers, brilliant for etching. Other models, other manufacturers, like this one, it's made of rubber, not so good for the etching. Why? It's because they're made of rubber and not plastic. Thing is, rubber, the rubber itself, the white underneath, it does chip off and end up with big lumps missing out of it half the time if you're not careful. So yes, that is a Safari Irish Draft, I believe. Anyway, another model which I have done in the past through etching is this fella. Padre, there you go. He's a Breyer traditional. I did him as a spotted blanket Appaloosa. He got the cat stripes scratch marks, whatever you call them. He's going to a new home over in America very soon. He's very fabulous, and a lot of people do like him. So you can have, I mean, it depends upon what kind of pattern you want to do, but for blankets, for spotted patterns, Appaloosas, paint horses, absolutely brilliant for it. It's like when you want to add extra white markings to a horse. I mean, these are original by Breyer, and they feel quite rough, and I don't know if they normally have a chip in the nose, but mine does, and I saw it earlier and I'm not very happy with it. Looking at him, he possibly has one. I'm not very familiar with Frankel. Anyway, what you need, again, your etching tool. Reference pictures. Reference pictures are brilliant. This is just a picture of a model which someone else has made. Can't remember off the top of my head who did it. It's very stunning, but it gives a good idea as to, I mean, I think this one's painted, but the shape of the pattern, you know, obviously it's not the same. I don't want it to be the same. It's, you know, how it is. Every horse is unique in every way, and therefore it should be reflected in the artwork. So in addition to your model, your etching tool, your reference picture, you do need safety mask thing, because as you are etching away the paint, it turns into dust. If you breathe it in, if you've got asthma or anything like that, it will cause problems. So just be careful. That's all. Woo, that's all you need to be. Careful, safe. Don't break anything. Job done. I'm going to change the camera view in a moment, and we'll get on with some etching, and you can see how it's done.